Okay, ladies, so this is part 2 of our transition. I just kind of threw my hair up really quick. So now we're basically going to do the reveal, okay? So I want to make sure my earrings are like down there, like so. You just kind of want to make sure you are in place, okay? So now just making sure that you remember where you left off. So obviously we left off to where the iconic was up here. And so we want to make sure we start off there with the quick reveal. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of trying to fix this. So it's like, okay. And so also what you want to also remember is, okay, this is where it's very important. Remember your backgrounds, okay? So remember that your height. So even like, so where were you, like around here? Like were you up here? Were you down here? Were you like, just make sure you make a note of where exactly you were when you ended your last video based on were you up close, were you far back? Like just make sure your background is very similar, okay? It doesn't have to be the exact same, but it has to be very similar, right? To where it's just not so noticeable. And it just looks effortlessly, okay? Okay, that's the whole beauty when it comes to your transition, is that it's really based on your reveal and it's based on where you're at. So this is typically where we kind of stopped when I went like this, okay? So this is kind of like closing it, and then we're gonna do the reveal. So what we're gonna do is we're basically, because I know my height was kind of like right there where you kind of see up here. So you just kind of want to make a mental note by things like that, okay? And so when I do the timer and we're gonna go back, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off here and we're gonna reveal, and then we're gonna do our nice, like, you know, model pose, like blah blah boom type of thing, okay? So, and make it fun, like make it fun. I think that's the whole beauty of it, is that when you do the reveal, like, you know, do your, like, you know, supermodel, like, right? Like, don't be shy. That's the beauty of it. That's the fun in it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the timer. We're gonna take it back to where it actually the transition, and then once it counts down, once it goes 3, 2, 1, you're already removing your object, okay? And you're gonna do your fancy model pose, okay? So I like to kind of go, I always like to have like my hands closed or like on my hair or something like that, because I feel like it adds a little bit more to where it's, rather than this, like I feel like the hands are like, yes. Okay, but you just do whatever works for you. Do whatever works for you. Whatever you feel, okay? So here's what now we're gonna start. Let's get into it. So timer.
Soldier boy tell.
Okay, timer.
Soldier boy tell.
Okay, so timer is gonna be on 6.5. Okay, 6.5. The script is, so we are gonna say the script here, which is basically soldier boy tell him. Okay, tell him. You know, you're just gonna, you know, lip sync that. Okay, while you're doing your movements, have fun with it. It's the main key point, ladies. Have fun. So we're gonna start off here. Here we go.
Soldier boy tell.
Okay, so we'll see how that looks. Let me see.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Soldier boy tell.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so that's good. So we'll leave it there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, because there was a bit of a delay before we transition, I feel like because I didn't have the right seconds. So now we're going to fix it. We're going to tweak it a little bit. And sometimes this happens, okay? So now what's going to happen, I'm going to explain to it a little bit right here, because as I go into it, it's going to probably do like, you're not going to be able to see me, so I'm not going to be able to point or anything like that. So let me just tell you what's going to happen now. Now we're going to add a visual effect. Okay, and so this is editing your video. This is editing your video for TikTok. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this pink button right here, the pink check mark. I'm going to click that, and then it's going to show me a preview of my video. And then you're going to see there's going to be a bottom menu, like a bottom menu on the next screen. And it's going to read, I think it's sounds, effects, and then 2 other ones. So it's going to read, what I want you to press is effects. Okay, so right when I click on that, we're going to press effects, and then we're going to do a bit of editing when we do our transition, because it didn't really look We're just gonna we're gonna make it look more, we're gonna give it more of a pop. Okay, so let me click that.
Wait a minute.
Okay, I click the effects on the bottom. Once you click the effects on the bottom, this comes up. Okay, so these are all your different effects within your video that you can start to play with. Now I do have to say, don't go crazy here. Okay, the main ones that I use, I sometimes use the bling. Bling is when sometimes I use it in my reveal. I use the illusion, I use the illusion right here. I use, my famous one that I love is this sway. Sway right here has like a little earthquake shake like that. I love that one. That's sway. Soul right here. It has like where it just kind of like, you kind of see like it kind of faded out like that. Not faded out, but kind of made it like a little pop. I use that one sometimes. And then the other one I sometimes use is mist, which it kind of has that. So on your effects, how you use your effects is you want to hold it down based on where you want the effect to come in place. Okay, so it's not where you just press it and it automatically does it. You want to hold it down where you want the actual effect to play. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are basically going to let the video play, and as it plays, we are going to press on the effect for it to take place. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and play it. I know right now for sure what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the illusion. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to use that one, and I'm also going to be using the sway. So those are the two effects that we are going to use in this video in particular, just based on the timing. Okay, so I'm going to play it, and you're going to see that I'm going to hold it down on each scene, and then I'm going to finish it off. Okay, so let me play it.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Okay, so here you see how it stays. So it stopped. So on this is you can basically undo where you just put that effect, or you can just basically delete it. So you see this button right here where it has the backward arrow. That's where you can undo it. Okay, you can't redo it. So just make sure if you want it there, just make sure you don't redo it. Get it? So you just undo it if you don't want it. But we are going to go to sway right here, and I am going to hold that down until for like half a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and play that.
Soldier Boy tough.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Soldier Boy tough.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Okay.
Soldier.
So let me go back, because I'm going to go back just a little bit. I'm just moving the line right there. I'm going to do that again.
Soldier Boy tough.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
There we go.
Soldier Boy.
Okay, so we're going to save that.
Who are you?
Okay, yeah. So we're going to save that, and that's going to be our video. So that's how I add my effects, my visual effects to the video, to kind of add a little bit more pizzazz on my TikToks, especially if there is like a little a delay there or anything like that. That's a nice little neat way to cover that up. But you just want to make sure you don't overuse your effects, and you just you want to make sure just kind of in lines with the sound. Okay, so let me see really fast. Okay, so I hope that helped. So the main thing, and we'll kind of finish this one off, is those were basically two. That was two clips that we did. It was one transition. It was basically, you know, you coming off nothing, and then you come in with like this full look. And the thing is, when you do your transition, you just want to make sure you listen to the timing, you listen to where it actually transitions, and then that way you can add a visual effect or not. I recommend you add a visual effect only if there's like a delay there, or you just feel like, I don't want to redo it, but I know that that's good enough. But you just want to add a little bit of something else, you just press it and let go. Press it and let go. Press it to how far you want it to go, and then let go. So it's just you holding it down and letting it go based on where you want the effect to take place. I I hope that makes sense. Let me know. I can kind of elaborate a little bit more, but that's pretty much it. That's the basics to it. If you have any questions, let me know. Have fun with this one. It's supposed to be fun, okay? And that's really what it is. TikTok's supposed to be fun. So make it fun. Make it your own, okay? Love it. Love it. And I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Okay, ladies. I'll see you later. Bye.